By the minute, dropshipping is becoming a more in-demand, interesting business model, more press articles, more coverage, more YouTubers, more people getting introduced to this beautiful business model. Especially since the ongoing pandemic, the topic of money making online and also dropshipping in particular has seen a substantial increase in this interest and people wanting to create their own fortune. But that's not a problem for you and or me if you follow the tactics outlined within this video. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my personal product research strategies that I use to this day to find winners on a consistent basis within only 5 minutes of actual work if you know how to properly do it and without any additional hurdles. And you can do this with ease once you know what to look out for and which tools to use. Now, in this video, we're not going to be taking a look at tactics that everyone uses, everyone explains, everyone outlines, like the good old Facebook feed method or other additional tools and resources that everyone has been exposed to, such as spy tools like AdSpy, DrawPoint, or Ecom Hunt. Now, not saying that these tools are bad in any circumstance or any of these methods, but I must say I've used them very successfully to this date as well. I currently still use them, but the unfortunate circumstance with this is that everyone is familiar and uses these tools on a regular basis, which automatically translates that every single person that sees these products via these tools and platforms automatically ends up selling the exact same product. And therefore, you just lose your competitive advantage when it comes to selling unique products from a different perspective and angle. And let's be honest, we simply don't want to sell products that literally every single one is selling. So the big question is, how do we find these winning products easily? And to answer that, I'd like to dial it down and a little bit back slightly to figure out what we should actually keep our eyes open for and what criteria to look out for when it comes to finding winning products. What defines a winning product? Now, there are multiple factors and criteria that I personally deem as being important when taking a look at different products and deeming them as winning products, but here are the main ones that I recommend you should look out for and the ones that I'm personally looking out for in 2021. The first criteria that I personally keep my eyes open for is a fairly common one, but it's a huge benefit for us when we can actually portray this to our customer, and that is if the product is a problem solver. A good example right here is this dog water dispenser. It's this portable dog water bottle, and we really play on the customer's emotions as we're appealing to a very passionate audience. First of all, dog owners love their dogs to death. They honestly take even better care of their dogs than themselves oftentimes. I mean, let's be honest, we don't deserve dogs. They're too good for us. But what this does is, obviously it gets very hot in some countries, in some locations in the summer. And what this product does, it really solves the issue of dogs getting really thirsty, overheating, which can cause some really severe health problems. And this is where our product comes in, which we can really emphasize the emotional, this pain point that we're solving for the customer. And therefore, this is a clearly significant pain point that we're solving and problem that we're solving for our customer, deeming this to be a great, fantastic criteria that we're ticking off the list for our winning product checklist, if you may. With rising Facebook ad costs, with CPCs going up, CPMs going up, everything getting more expensive due to more and more competition for Facebook ads, it's obviously become apparent that it's not as easy to sell these cheap under $20 products. And that's why I'm mainly going to be focusing on products that at least have a $20 profit margin. So for instance, if we take a look at this very highly in demand product in the past, let's say we take the option for $9.54. That means we can easily sell this product for $29.99 to give us at least $20 to play around for marketing costs to still maintain a solid profit margin. Two big criteria that I also look for is either the product has to be mass market appeal, so that means literally anyone or a huge amount of people can be very interested in this product, so that we can practically rely on Facebook's machine learning algorithm and start scaling to broad audiences and eventually switch to broad targeting, because Facebook's AI has become so good in finding audiences on autopilot for us practically once we've given the pixel enough data. And that's what we want to rely on, bank on in 2021 and moving forward. And that's why it's going to be beneficial to find products that have mass audience appeal, like one of the most common products sold ever when it comes to dropshipping, the posture corrector, problem-solving product, great profit margin, and mass market appeal. 3 criteria is already ticked. An alternative option to mass market appeal would be a passionate audience, which we clearly have with different audiences, such as if we would take a look at a few hobby niches, such as the fishing niche, the baby niche, a very, very passionate audience, and one that I've already introduced, and I'm a big fan of, the pet niche. This would be a great example for a winning product in the past within the pet niche that also maintains and hits all three previous criteria. And last but not least, an important criteria to take a look at is that the product hasn't been scaled too aggressively via Instagram or Facebook ads previously. Yo, hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. Yeah, I'm enjoying creating it for you, providing value for you guys in 2021. You guys have been supporting the channel like crazy in 2020. Hopefully you'll keep it going in 2021 as well. But there's one thing. I noticed you aren't subscribed. I mean, look at this ratio. Actually, it's not there. It's here. It's even worse over here. How can you not help a brother out? Providing free value for you guys, and all I ask for in return is a little subscription from you guys. So I'd kindly appreciate it. Let's continue with the video. Now, obviously, those aren't the only criteria to look out for and to rely on, and the more criteria that you can hit, the better, but I decided to keep it simple within here. But one thing that you should always take a look at is criteria number 2 with the whole profit margin situation, because what's the point of selling a product if you can't profit off of it? Okay, so now that we've covered what to look in for products, now we want to discuss how to find these products easily, as I've teased throughout the video. And one of my favorite tools and methods to use right now has to be Shopify. Now, this is no way a sponsored video, nor do I even have an affiliate link for this service or platform. I just really like using it, and I thought it was too good not to share with you guys watching. Now, this is a similar tool to both Droppoint and AdSpy, just it's like pretty much the new kid on the block with a lot more features and better pricing situations, since AdSpy really is quite expensive with $150. I mean, Droppoint is fairly cheap, but everyone uses these two options, and this is a great alternative to move around the whole competition and approach it with an entirely new product. Now, let me give you a quick tutorial how I personally use this tool, Shopify. It's fairly simple to use, it's very beginner friendly, but nonetheless, I wanna show you what filters I look out for and what criteria I choose for the optimal experience to find the best products in the fastest shape and form. So what we have right here is super practical, is we can take a look at the filters. Now, we can alternatively already search by text search and find a few dropshipping products right off the bat immediately. Maybe we're looking for a particular niche. So let's say, again, we want to get into the dog niche. That's what we can do. We can type in dog in text search. You already see it already updates in the back. Also, what we can do is choose the post creation date. And I usually like to go back maybe a month back or even a month and a half, because the longer an ad has been running, the higher the chances are that this ad is still performing profitably, or else they would just be burning money. So in this case, let's say we go back to shortly before Black Friday. So then we're pretty much 2 months back, and we're gonna go all the way up to today. Media type doesn't really matter for us. We could go filter by video only, page name if you'd like. Scene date can also be quite important and relevant to make sure that the ad has been seen recently. So we're gonna go the entire month of January. First scene isn't relevant for us. We could go with US only or add Canada as well. The top 4 countries or your preferred demographic. You could also set up the age range, the sex as well, the domain, e-com platform to only filter by Shopify products or dropshipping products, because you will see also not only dropshipping products, but all sorts of ads for alternative brands as well, which can be beneficial if you're not only trying to dropship, but also build a full-on e-com brand or something in an entirely different space. Therefore, this tool is also very, very practical for multiple different uses. We're gonna go with Shopify. CTA, we could go with the top 2 ones, which would be Shop Now and Learn More. And then you can also filter by reactions, because the more engagement a video ad has, the more likely this video ad has performed insanely well, resulting into a lot of sales and obviously a massive amount of traffic to their store. Positive reactions always mean that this video ad has been received well, therefore driving more and more traffic, reducing the CPM cost and reducing CPC costs, and also increasing social proof, which drives up our CTR and therefore validating our product and also our company. So it's beneficial across every single line. Let's even say minimum 200 reactions. This way, we're only being shown products that have been proven or validated and have been running for quite some time, and a significant amount has been spent, and we have seen some reactions toward this post already. And we're gonna click on search, and we've already found a bunch of different criteria and filters. You can go a little bit more in depth, you can go less in depth, and you can also scroll without doing these extra filters and criteria. But this way we can see tons of different products that can be potential winning products for us to start selling on our store immediately. For example, we obviously have this massive product, the anti-anxiety dog bed, a huge product in 2020, 2019 as well, but pretty much gonna be hard to compete for us these days unless we approach it from an entirely different angle or give it some time. Hello there. I just wanted to give you guys a quick preface right here. If you aren't following the Instagram channel yet, @VidaNora, I mean, you should. If you haven't yet, definitely give me a quick follow on Instagram and let me know what kind of questions you have right now, what's holding you back from reaching your current goals with dropshipping and Shopify, or if you haven't started yet, what's holding you back? Write me a quick DM, maybe some questions. I'll be glad to help you guys out. The DMs are open. Yeah, just let me know. We also have an interesting hoodie product, a German Shepherd product. Could be an interesting shout. And this way we can see a lot of different products to find and start selling. This one in particular really catches my eye. A really interesting print on demand product. We could click on details and find out a little bit more. Now you see all these different reactions. That's a ton of social proof. You can see when the post was first created on December 9th, 2020, and first seen by Droppy Spy on January 13th. And we can click on this Facebook logo right here, and it will redirect us directly to the ad, what we can see here. And we can see some natural organic reactions, which obviously shows us that the post is real and it's performing well. And it's a very simple product and also ad. In my opinion, this looks like generally like a very solid product. And what we can then do is also take a look at their page transparency, see what kind of ads they are running and to see if they're still currently actively presenting and promoting this product. And by the looks of it, they are. January 6th, 49 ads for this product currently, which means this is performing quite well. We could also take a look at the actual competitor and add them to our list. $24.99. This is a pillow. My bad, I thought it was a blanket. It's a little bit more complex to set up. I've dealt with a similar product like this where you have to create a template ideally for your print on demand store. It's a little bit more complex upfront, but it's definitely worth the reward. And this is a fantastic product to start selling, in my opinion. A great gift idea. This is a little bit more time intensive and cost intensive to set up than a typical dropshipping product, but nonetheless a fantastic product with great engagement. And I think it's a fantastic winning product. Alternatively, you can keep on scrolling and find products that might be interesting for you. So let's say this one, perfect toys for dogs, see what kind of products they are presenting. We could take a look at the same thing as well. When it's first created, when it's last seen, first seen. Here we have the entire ad copy right here, which is also very beneficial for us. We can see how they've presented their ad, what are the main benefits they're presenting, what's their main headline within their ad copy. So a lot of beneficial things that we can extract from using this tool alone. And they have a free plan, and I think the paid option only costs $30 per month, which in my opinion is an absolute steal for this product. We can also download the ad if we want right here, and we can click on shop now to see what kind of a product description they're running with. Now, as we see, okay, we have a product description here, $17.99, obviously not our ideal pricing situation. And I mean, the product description is okay, but definitely not great. There's a lot of room for improvement. So if you're only working with a particular niche, this is a fantastic option. If you filter by different keywords, instead of going with dog, you can go with pup, puppy, doggy. Try a lot of keywords that could relate to this particular product. Alternatively, if you're not fixated on a specific niche, you could do the same thing, remove the actual filter for the keywords and browse for different products this way, and you'll be able to find tons and tons of different dropshipping products ready for you to start selling. So if we take a look at this particular product right here, it seems to have fantastic engagement. It's only been launched on January 9th and already has over 4,000 reactions and a fantastic amount of engagement thus far. It's a very practical product. It's sold well in the past, and these guys have revitalized this product again, and with fantastic creatives, no text additionally, which could be something to come in at with a different perspective, give them additional captions because not everyone is watching with audio, and additional captions can be quite beneficial and helpful for the end consumer as well. A lot of benefits are shown and illustrated quite well through simple video graphics right here. And a lot of vital and important information can also be extracted if we scroll a little bit further down. We can see directly from day one, they pumped a lot of cash into it, shooting up their engagement right off the bat. Could have run a pay per engagement campaign off the bat. They're selling to a lot of different locations, so they're targeting worldwide. all types of age and gender are presented with this product, which can be useful information. And what we can also do is click on this button right here, which will take us to the Facebook ad directly and see what kind of engagement we are working with to see if this is actually a real ad or they've only been paying for engagement. By the looks of it, it seems legit to me. It's also important to take a note at is that when the last comments have came in, so 2 days ago, 1 week ago, 1 day ago, so it is fairly recent traffic as well, and they're not replying to a comment, which is definitely something that you should most definitely do, or else you're missing out on free engagement, which is obviously a no-no. We can also take a look at how their site is positioned and structured, and not at all professional looking, so there's a lot of room for improvement right here. You never know with these kind of sites, they might even be fake sites just to boost up the engagement and the hype for a specific product. And once you've managed to find your winning product that you found through Shopify, you obviously want to cross-check it on AliExpress, see if it's available, see how many orders it's currently getting. Like this one, for instance, already 1,000 orders directly. I mean, the reviews aren't the greatest. This one doesn't look like the greatest reviews. This one looks fairly decent with 145. It's by no means at all saturated yet. Obviously the shipping is quite long, but the pricing checks out, $383. Obviously we can sell this for 4x or 5x the product cost and cost of goods, which is obviously something that we're looking out for. But for me, this product would be still too cheap to sell. It's just a personal preference. But for example, let's just stick with this particular product and I'll show you what I would then do. Once I find a product that I'm willing to sell, I'll add them to my personal product testing sheet. This is a very handy product testing sheet that covers everything that you would ever need with a product testing sheet. It's very, very handy, very easy to use. It's one of many free sheets that the course students get of my personal Ecom Unveiled course, which by far is the most comprehensive and in-depth course on the market today with over 24 hours of footage, but I'm not promoting the course right here. If you want it, it's linked down below. Super, super valuable, but that's not the point of this video. What I want to show you is how you can actually use this tool. So let's say we use this heavy furniture roller as one potential product to start selling. We're going to use the product link that we gathered right here. The product cost comes in for us at $3.83. So we're going to type that in right here. The shipping costs are 0 in this case, which gives us a total cost of goods of $3.83. The darker gray columns are automatically calculated, and let's say we want to sell it for $19.99. That would give us a profit margin of $16.16, which is actually quite close to the $20 profit margin, and that gives us a break-even ROAS of 1.24, which is an exceptional break-even ROAS. Then you can type in your niche, and that would be, I'd say, home improvement, name it whatever you want, and then you can also add your competitor link, which in this case is this particular one. You add it in right here, and then you also have a check bar if you've tested this product or not previously, and then you can add additional notes. So I think this is a super, super practical sheet that everyone should get their hands on. Now, obviously you don't have to pay the full course price, but if we hit 500 likes on this video, I know it's a lot to ask for, but I believe you guys, I'll drop this sheet for free for every single one of you guys watching this video down in the description down below. And all you guys will have to do is click on File, make a copy, name whatever you want it to, and it's yours. A super practical sheet that's very, very easy to use. And that, my friends, wraps up this video on product research, how you can easily find winning dropshipping products in under 5 minutes. I showcased the main criteria to look out for when choosing and finding winning products, and also my favorite tool at the moment, which is Shopify, how to use it, how to evaluate it, cross-compare competitors, and extract a lot of valuable information for your product research endeavors, how to accelerate the process, and use tools that not every single person is using. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and found it to be valuable. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel if you aren't yet, comment down below, and leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.